welcome back to Let's Play Hot Wheels World Race. So, as I predicted, we are in fact going to continue doing some of the same tracks in future leagues, apparently. We're on Veteran now, but we are still doing Cloud 9, which was this not the first track on Rookie as well? Interesting. Yeah, it was. Who are you racing with today? It looks very red from this angle, actually. It's supposed to be orange. I know, of course. Just copy the textures. It's weird seeing it shiny, though. This is our first time actually playing as a texture swapped car, though. So we'll see who we're racing with today. Bert's in front of us, though. Was that Danny there? No, yeah, I didn't think it was because it looked green, but not quite sure what I was doing there. So we'll see how much harder this game is here. Of course, we have really slow acceleration with this thing. That's gonna prove to be a problem. And these things are pretty heavy cars. Pretty heavy and beefy and meaty. Oh, hey! Your head. And Metacog. I also saw 40-something back there. And Twin Mill, of course. Yeah, these guys were pretty beefy in Velocity X. They had a pretty serious amount of health. They could take a lot of punishment. Dude. Yeah, whenever I do Steel Trick, I deliberately do more rotations. Just to get as much as I can out of it. So there's no more boost I can get now, though, from anything on this one jump. Although you don't really get anything out of using boost on this jump anyways, outside of a further jump, which is good. I don't know if it's really better than using boost on the ground in terms of getting ahead. And for, of course, getting pickups in the air. Now, one thing is, though, doing a Steel Trick prevents you from doing... What was it? From doing the button presses in the air, which is a problem. Yeah, so XC3 is still with us. Look at that. So XC3, and this time, Metacog. Still some of my buddies hanging around here. Now looks like Vert's doing what Alex is doing. These guys are... got their own agenda. Well, not quite, but... they're keeping some things secret from us. Just to try to figure things out, I suppose. You never know when that is listening, or who even might be that. Who knows? Or who that might make someone be, in the case of the Phantom Racer. Danny knows that all. Danny? No. Bert knows that all too well. Anyways, nice to see, it's nice to see 40-something again. So there's one thing you might have noticed about these cars. Or about... that wasn't even a very good record. Well, yeah, because I messed up towards the end. Didn't get a new lap record. Well, yeah, because this thing's slow though. It speeds up so slowly. This is going to be tough to use, actually. But you notice that something changes a little bit on jumps with this car. Oh, you're not going to see it in this track. But anyways, you're not going to see the other thing either. But basically, whenever you're in the air, the game actually changes the texture on your car. Each car actually has like 20 extra textures just for jumps, where the car glows. Since I didn't replace those textures, the cars that I'm playing as will actually change back to their normal colors when they're in the air. It's kind of funny looking. It's kind of similar for entering boost mode, or whatever you want to call it. That's just what I've started dubbing it. Because what happens is your car does in fact turn red. Its texture actually changes. Oh man, this thing's something about speed, it feels like. Super slow acceleration. Also slides quite a bit. It's basically just a really big, heavy car. But point being... Vert, don't do this to me! But point being that... whenever I'm in that boost mode, I won't have the custom texture anymore. This is what it is. It's kind of annoying, actually, getting the texture placements to work, because to do that I actually had to get the game to load these certain characters' textures first in the first place, and that meant normally just playing as them. But for characters that already have unlocked, like Danny, what I had to do was I had to actually just keep going to quick race until that character popped up, so their text should be loaded to memory, so I know which texture to replace. Fun technical stuff. Anyways, it's kind of interesting to think that so many people are involved in this world race that even random goons of autos are here, of course, at the same time. If Otto's here, that would make sense. He'd order some others to be involved as well. Yeah, really good thing I didn't use a boost there. Actually, that was something I'd use a bit. Good thing I picked that up. Actually, somebody else would have picked it up anyways, because everyone else is so far behind me. Okay, yeah, not so far, but there's no one else behind me, so they would have picked that up too. So it's kind of like Star Trek Challenge, where you don't really need to worry about being the one to pick up these shortcut keys. They're gonna end up being opened on their own. Somebody else will do it for you. There. Not the best cornering. Just one stray pickup. I think the only pickups I didn't pick up might have been on the left portion of that, the non-shortcut portion, quote unquote. We'll see. So I'm curious if this thing would be a particularly good car to use for time trials, if you can manage to avoid hitting walls and whatnot. And problem being that it doesn't have very good handling, but it does have a pretty good top speed, it feels like. Just accelerates so slowly. But hey, Danny and Twinmiller, I keep calling Danny. How many mixing up Danny and Vert and Twinmiller actually stand up in front now, and the robots are staying back behind. Who knows who's doing what now? Which places are being gone intentionally and not. But look at that. Somehow, we're seeing the robots get in the exact same positions as each other. Hello, Metacog. I don't see Metacog much. Which reminds me a little bit. Yay, new race record and lap record. Awesome. Just make my own record. But that reminds me, I want to see Power Pipes again. A lot. Actually, I'm bummed I'm not going to get to see Power Pipes again this play session. I was thinking about Power Pipes. I don't think I'll play as Power Pipes at some point. So I don't have the best time here. I'll get the best time here. But I was thinking a little bit about Power Pipes' alien origins, and by that I don't really mean I've come up like a whole backstory, but I was wondering about why Power Pipes would be here. And be here in Star Trek Challenge and the World Race, but not nowhere else. Especially since that seems to be more of a cosmic level threat, but maybe the story hadn't quite gotten out beyond the spaces we're inhabiting. But in any case, it seems to me that Power Pipes came here, came to Star Trek Challenge, and then subsequently to World Race, just to see how it stacked up against the rest of the universe's best racers. Such a small jump. Keeping in mind with it potentially being best racer where it comes from in its own right. Oh yeah, I was also thinking a little bit about the driver. Because Power Pipes literally just being an alien car, I mean, that's the thing we could do, but it's not really something I was thinking of. But if you look in Star Trek Challenge, Power Pipes does in fact have a driver. The Power Pipes that's so good in the space levels. And is in fact your primary competitor in Episode 5. Bernard Bowles is the full name, which to me sounds a little dumb. Not the most interesting or most alien name, but despite that, didn't hurt that hit that turn too badly. Thing is, you accelerate really quick on that turn anyways, since you're going downhill. Or if my speed is capped at 200 when I'm boosting like this, I don't think that's the case. I shouldn't have boosted there. I don't know if I really almost want to ever hit boost pads with this thing, unless I'm going up a hill. That should be okay, mostly. I'm not gonna get this one shortcut though. I didn't really mean in the sense I was gonna pick it up, even though I didn't, but someone else did anyways. I'm not gonna get the jump here though. See if I can still get the No, I thought I had to booster actually to get that. I don't. But yeah, probably not gonna get the record here now since I messed that up. And in fact, I don't really want to have that problem. Why do I only have 2 restarts this time though? I didn't use one earlier. Do you just get fewer restarts on the hard difficulties? I guess that's the case. But yeah, that's the way this game goes with its rubber banding. If you mess up anywhere but the last lap, it's not too big a deal. The last lap, that's a death sentence essentially. I don't think I'm going to get the jump though, since I fell behind at the beginning there. I need to retry again, but I might want to retry on a later race too. I just want to get the best time here. I'm getting way too greedy on these. I can probably already say I'm not going to get the best time since I already messed up 2 jumps. Just a little bothersome. At least I can catch up pretty well. What the? Come on! It's that being a problem again on this particular jump too. Just that doing what wishes with us. But seriously, that was really, really dumb. I land just fine and then I just fall over. Now I might actually have a really good reason to restart this race. I still should hit people from behind again like that. Because my top speed is high enough that I can actually pass people just by driving next to them, which not everyone can do. But if I hit them, they not only does the other one get boosted ahead, but I get slowed down quite a lot. Darn it! I still have the hardest time keeping track sometimes of which tricks I haven't done. Of course, everyone gets stuck at the same speed here, so you can't really get ahead there. By the time I got that, though, I did not want to hit that boost, actually. Darn it. That was unimpressive. Still getting first, but ugh. Fourth. Bah. Alright, let's keep going. I'll go a little bit over episode time doing this next race, but that's fine. Otherwise it'll be a short episode and that'll be sad for everyone involved. Does this cube again? Man, game. So at some point I might just go into, I don't know if time trial probably does count for, well, the time that you get, probably. I don't know if you can actually specifically get, I don't know if the stuff you unlock, like the gallery stuff and whatnot, is unlocked only through races, or if you can do it through time trial too. But in any case, I should be able to just do a single race to get good times on those anyways, so that shouldn't be a problem. The colors basically just invert on this car once they're in the air, which is interesting to see. It doesn't feel like it changes too much if I'm boosting though, or if I'm in boost mode, since it's pretty red anyways. Under normal circumstances. Okay. That's a nice speed up. Yeah, if you're going up a hill like that, that's a really nice time to do. Hit a boost pad. So I think there's something. Oh, come on. Okay. I think. Well, I didn't get boost mode because of that though. Darn it. So it does still matter. Yeah. So it still is always a problem if you get a steal trick, even if you already have full boost regardless. Okay. Here we go. So one thing you unfortunately can't really see, you tend not to be able to see much of anything on these cars except for the back, unfortunately. But I do, of course, change what's on the sides of these cars too, which you'd easily see on Danny. This car in particular did in fact have something on its side in Velocity X, some graffiti type of pattern, essentially, which I of course included, but you can't really see it ever. If you have a replay, it might be visible or something, I guess. Yeah, see, I'd have boost mode here if I hadn't messed up earlier. Not that would have lasted long anyways, I guess, but even so. So I don't know what the best time was here. Also, Burton last again. I guess we know what he's doing, maybe. Doing what Alex is doing. Yay, new race record, perfect. Oh, but I didn't unlock anything on these. I guess well, yeah, I already had it here. Someone get a good time though. Okay, so see you guys next episode where we maybe finish up the circuit. We'll see. Bye, guys.